Hello, I'm back again with another video. This time I'll be reviewing Resident Evil 3, which is my first Resident Evil. I've never played like the other ones. I started with this one because it's on sale for like $6, which is like extremely cheap. The second one was also on sale, but that's like $20, so I just went for the third one. Started with this, to see if I like the gameplay and stuff. So let's get into it. Resident Evil 3 released in 2020, which I thought would be earlier than that. I thought it was like 2019 or 2018. But it's like 2020. Then the first one released 2018, so that they had like 2 years there. And then the game was still like only 5 hours long, which is crazy. And they were selling for like $60. So because of that, on Metacritic, the audience score is like 6.8, which is mixed, and then the critic score is like 79, which is all good. That's like close to being great. But on Steam, that's overwhelmingly positive because they got the game way later when it was like on sale and stuff, which is why they had like a better time with the game. It's not a bad game, it's just that's extremely short, so it doesn't make any sense selling for like $60. And thankfully I got it for like $6, so it was like totally worth it for me. I had a lot of fun playing it. So in this review, I'll go with the good, the bad, and my overall opinion about the game. The biggest proposal for me is like the graphics. I was surprised with how good the game looked, because when a lot of Japanese developers, they go for like realistic graphics, they don't really nail it. They do struggle a bit, and when it is like realistic, they have like a mix of art style in it to like push it and stuff. Like Souls-like games, that's like a biggest example of this. FromSoft games, they go for like realism, but they mix like a bit of art style in it to make sure it still looks good and stuff, like later down the line. They don't really push the graphics all the way, but Resident Evil it does, and it looks really good. It competes with like Western games, because a lot of Western games they go for like realism graphics rather than like mixing a bit of art style in it. And Resident Evil 3 totally like matches it. You could uphold it to the same standards as like Uncharted, Last of Us 2. So I was really surprised with the graphics. Not just like the environments, but the character as well. Like Jill, she looks really good. The guns, the small like items here and there. They're like decorating like notes on the wall and stuff, like PCs. They have like a lot of small details around the environment, which is like really impressive. But the enemies also look good. The only problem I had with them is like they don't really break apart, like their hands and stuff when you shoot them. Some of the effects looks a bit off, like the fire effect looks extremely bad. It's like PS2 levels of bad. But other than that, it was all good. I really messed with the graphics. The second biggest puzzle for me would be the gameplay. It's really well done. It's not too slow, which I was worried about, but it's not also fast paced. So if you like fast-paced games, I would not like recommend this, because it has a bit of that tanky controls to it. It is a bit slow, and the crazy part is like I've heard Resident Evil 3 is like the fastest one out of like all of them. So if I like went back and played Resident Evil 2, it would be even slower than this. So just keep that in mind before you buy this game or get into Resident Evil. It is a bit slower, buy that in mind. I really liked it. It feels really nice to move around. I really like the backtracking. I like how you can open different doors and stuff if you have like the tools for it. If you don't, you might have to do like another playthrough. I really like that. I mean, some people might not mess with that, but I thought it was all good. The enemy AI is also unique, I would say. They're not very predictable. They seem like they're slow, but out of nowhere, they start like getting fast and chase you. There's also like decent amount of enemy types when the game's on. Just for like a 5 hour game, they're always like introducing new enemy types every time. Like I felt like you've seen enough of like one type of enemies, they like introduce something new. So I really like that. I thought that was great as well. But overall, the gameplay is really good. If you notice, I don't say anything about the shooting. It's because it's not that good. It lacks punch, I would say. Like every gun, the handgun, the SMG, like the shotgun. I would say even like the rocket launcher, it has no weight behind it. It's very like floaty. Maybe that's realistic, I've never like shot a gun, so I don't know. I'm not like big into guns. I'm not a gun nerd. But I wish it was a bit more exaggerated, had a bit more weight behind it. The sound design for the guns are also really weak. It doesn't sell the shots, and that really like ruined my enjoyment of the game, I would say, a lot. And with the zombies not like exploding when they get shot and stuff, that really makes the combat seem so stiff and just like floaty. It's like you're hitting a block of cheese. Honestly, even that would have more weight behind it than the guns in this game. Because they were like just not that I did not mess with it at all. So I guess that would be like a big negative for me. Second biggest negative for me would be the beginning of the game. The writing was really bad. Everything from like the pacing, the writing, stuff was happening for no reason. There was no explanation for like why. And again, things were just happening, and then if like something serious happened, like imagine if someone died, 2 seconds later they'd be like cracking jokes and trying like they're trying to make the characters seem quirky and unique, and that like really left a bad taste in my mouth. I almost dropped the game. I didn't want to like finish it. I kept pushing through, and thankfully it does get better. I think after mission 2 or 3, they tone it down like a lot. I don't think it needed all that banter between the characters. I can't even call it good banter. It was like extremely corny. I was wrestling like moral dialogue, which is insane to say because moral hasn't been good for like a minute, and they were like straight up giving moral movies a run for its money for how bad like the dialogue was in the first 3 missions. But thankfully it does get better. It also gets a bit more scary, I would say. They also stopped making the characters seem quirky. They like just let them breathe and just like talk normally, which was good. So I'll say stuck with it. Don't give up on the game too fast, and don't judge it too soon because you're going to be having a lot of fun, especially like after mission 3. I would say honestly, even after like 2, it like they stop, but there's still like a couple of lines here and there like in mission 3, but again they just like totally stop, and it makes the experience so much better. Well, that's it for my review of Resident Evil 3. If you noticed, I didn't really talk about the story itself. It's because it's nothing to write home about. It's not bad, it's not good, it's just whatever. It might annoy you again in the beginning because of the dialogue, but it does get better. They stop talking. Like, there's not a lot of interaction between the characters after mission 3. Even if there is, it's a bit more serious. Like, they're taking the situation way more seriously compared to like the beginning of the game. It's the graphics and the gameplay, I would say, is like a big plus. And then the beginning of the game and the gunplay is like a big negative. And with the game only being $6, I would say most people should pick this up. Also, I could understand what was happening in the game. Like, you didn't have to play Resident Evil 1 or 2 to solve the third one because it is its own contained story, and you'll be fine. You don't need to worry. You can also go back and play the other games if you want, like later down the line. I might go back and play Resident Evil 2 because I did like Resident Evil. I think Resident Evil's got a new fan, honestly. I would say, yeah, it might be my new favorite franchise. Who knows? I'll get into the other games. Hopefully this review helps you guys to decide if you want to buy the game or not, or if you want to like check it out. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to review any other Resident Evil games. I'll check those out as well and see if it's like fits to my taste. Well, that's it for this review. Thank you for watching this video. Leaving a like, comment, subscribe would mean a lot. Also, see you guys next time with another video.